Hello, welcome to another video in the Tech Workgroup Manager series. Aspiring, ambitious, planning to move up through the ranks? Good on you, that's what we need here. Here are 5 ways you can know you're ready for management. So in the first of these 5 ways, you hear it from others. Your boss, for example, starts to book you on management training. Others, as well as your boss, treat you as the workgroup leader. Your colleagues, for example, turn to you or expect you to make decisions or take the lead in situations that require it. You start getting invited to meetings to represent your workgroup. You don't have to solicit this stuff, it just happens. It's because others will feel the group needs an effective leader and they'll look for an emerging leader, and if you've got the talent and if you've got the presence, they'll pick on you automatically. Another way is when you find yourself putting your workgroup before yourself. When, for example, your first thought is not about what's in it for you, but what's in it for them as other members of the team and perhaps as a collective. You find yourself wanting to improve the group's working environment and procedures. You find yourself wanting to get rid of the little impediments that get in the work group's way, all the inconveniences or lack of organisation or incomplete processes or lack of flow of information. You find yourself engaging with other groups to improve the workflow between you and them. In other words, you start to do the job of a manager before you're officially perhaps promoted to be one. A third indicator is your instinct to take what's often called the helicopter view. You're standing back from the work group to see it as a whole, as opposed to just as a morass of individual bits of work. So you start looking at a bigger picture of your department, not just the individual bits of work, but how it handles a flow of diverse demands and how those demands might have to be adjusted and managed to make sure that everything can get done. You find yourself, for example, measuring things to help you make decisions because you realise the decisions fall to you, and an informed decision is far more useful than an uninformed one. And in another indicator, you find yourself wanting to know more about being a manager. For example, that's why you're watching this video. You're looking for training courses, ways to increase your knowledge. You find yourself reading books and blogs and articles about management. You start following the right people on Twitter and LinkedIn. You look for opportunities to take more responsibility. Not everybody wants responsibility. If you're the sort of person who tries to attract it, that's an indicator that you're management material. And by the way, if this is you, click on the MISD link below, because you can turn that desire to be a manager into a qualification. And finally, in this particular collection of indicators of whether you're ready for management, staying a technician starts to lose its appeal. You feel different somehow to your work group peers. Their view starts to appear narrow from your point of view. You feel a need for a bigger challenge. You think you've cracked the technician thing now, and maybe it's time to look for something that's a bit more intellectually and organisationally taxing. Perhaps you're inspired by, or maybe want to do a better job than, managers you've worked for in the past. You've seen that there's a bigger picture than just individual technical challenges requiring someone's attention. And you know that bigger picture needs your attention. It needs somebody's attention, and you've decided to take that burden on.